Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I'm not here to do a video. I did some today on my way to and from a place, a store, a couple so. But this one, I want to talk about something that, you know, I've mentioned in the past. I don't know which channel I put it on, but it's about when, okay, basically when you try to find a solution to a problem, or a group of people try to find solutions to problems, and basically whatever they try doesn't seem to be working. But how are they looking at it? What are they thinking about it? And I give an example of, you know, like you see, I have seen, like, online. I've been online since 1990, a little before then, and my master's degree is in sociology. I observe things. I'm trained in research, on and on. And I see these things. I've seen these things so many times, so many ways, so many years, decades. And when there's somebody who is a bad actor, okay, let's use this terminology. It's used today. Bad actors. And nothing's being done about it. Like, they're not getting, like these days, say social media, where they're making videos, there's more than one, and they have terms of services, the community guidelines. I don't know what all of them are called. I don't know what, and also I just call all of them channels. I don't know what their names are for different social media platforms. I just don't. And so I just call them all channels if they're making videos. I grew up with 3 channels, by the way. But yeah, calling things when it's video, when it's, yeah, channel. Anyway, when they have people who are bad actors, and I don't mean that their acting is bad. It's, you know, like they just don't know how to be an actor or actress. But it's that their actions are bad. What's the difference? Wait a minute. But no, they're not. I mean, the difference in those words. Should it be bad actor? When you really think about it? Because that makes it that it's all fake. But what if it's all real? Okay, it's real people with bad actions. Bad behaviors, bad views, bad. What they're doing and they're putting out is bad. It's harmful to people. It causes all kinds of negative things. I don't even know how far I can go with that. Yeah, but you have these people, and then you have people who are saying, we don't allow that. But what if it just keeps going on, and more and more and more of it's about money? The people who are against them are making more money. People who are doing it are making more money, and because people take sides and they love the drama, or whatever is the reason. You know, they're doing things like putting out, like, I don't know all of them, but I think it's Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Maybe I do know them all. Or is there more? Yeah, there is more. Yeah. And they put those up when in many of them, if not all, that's against their terms of service or whatever. It's called for whatever it is, because the people, the social media platform itself, they're not making any money. And they say, no, you can't do that. Maybe. Check it out. But anyway, see, there's just too much background, because what I want to get, but each video is a separate video, and I want to get to this, you know, that when people are watching, they're saying, oh, that's just so, many people who are watching, seeing these kind of back and forth, you know, and like the last one I mentioned, looked like maybe there was one that's finally going to have, you know, do something that will help to rectify the problem, and no, they were just another grifter, in my opinion, a very educated opinion, yeah. Okay, and by the way, there was one thing that I hadn't been able to check out at that moment, didn't really get to right away to check it out, and when I did, it was other people were saying it, well, at least one other person, and It says, yeah, that's the same thing I got, and no, that person was putting out false information, and I mean, it's out there actually written that what they're saying is wrong, and yeah, it's in the terms of service rules, whatever. So much background, but anyway, what could they do? Have they tried everything? Are they really that interested in having that person silenced? No. It's to some. Maybe yes to some, no to some. Some don't even care, whatever it is. But some of them are now going to set up as, well, we know they'll always be around, but what we need to do, and what they need to do, what they say they need to do, winds up making them more money, you see. So a person that's an outsider, somebody watching, somebody not involved in all of it, they watch this and they say, you know, yeah, it all seems kind of sketchy. Okay, I'm not good at the words that people use. You know, I'm not a mantra person. But, yeah, I get stuff wrong. Like, I say they throw somebody shade. I think I used it wrong. But that's pretty much kind of like what this is about. You know, they throw people shade. I didn't know. At some point I said, well, wait a minute, which one is it? It's that they say something bad about the person, or they point to them and get other people to go watch them, or what? If it is that, either one. I think, and I thought, well, maybe, huh? You know, the way a lot of these do it, they do throw, like they're saying something bad about these bad actors, bad characters, and they're rightfully so. They're pointing out the truth that these people are bad and this is what they do. But then all of a sudden, all these people go to that person who's bad and subscribe. Oh, they want to see all this drama, you know, and that's just feeding the ego. Could be part. Feeding the ego. Nothing is 100% on this. Maybe I just say that and move on. But they're feeding that ego. They're feeding that bank account. They're feeding them. They're feeding them. You know, more subscribers. And so then they go around being more cocky, arrogant. Yeah, I had to cut it off. And it made me chuckle because all of a sudden, it was not on the road. Not at all. But the way I'm facing, there's a park to the left of me. And all of a sudden, here come, you know, I'm just gazing out as I'm doing this video. I'm not staring at the videos, you know, the camera. But I'm just gazing out and I'm talking. And all of a sudden, darted out was a kid. Not onto the road. Like I said, it's still in the park. And it was like, whoa. The kid was dressed in red. Okay? And it was like, I've seen kids, many kids, all that. Never has it made me jump, you know. But it was like zoom. So anyway, real life happens in the middle of a video. Okay, to get back to this, yeah, well, that got loud. But to get back to it, the let me see if I'm gonna accidentally catch a kid in there. Okay, I don't put other people's kids in my videos. Anyways, so the where was I? You know, this whole thing of throwing shade, I don't know what it means. Not a mantra mentality type person. I don't use these. If what I grew up with is part of my language, it's there. Every once in a while, when I hear quite often, you know, expressions, words, terms, whatever is latest, it hits me. But if it was something when I was a childhood, yeah, it's gonna happen. But anyway, you know, basically, they're helping out the people who are bad when it comes down to it. Because of too many people, not everybody, I wouldn't even say a large percentage, but too many people want to see the drama, want to see people attacking one another. That's not good. Want to hear the gossip. That's not good. Since when are these things good? You know, to spend all the time to have somebody that they really look up to and say they idolize. That's not good. That person is so important, and what they say is just not that good. You know, it's kind of scary when people need someone that they put up on a pedestal. Just believe me, and once they fall down, they're going to fall on you and it's going to hurt big time. But anyway, yeah. But on the same term, things, you know, the more popular somebody gets, this is what really gets me. The more popular that somebody gets, the more people believe that this person, because of their popularity, really knows what they're talking about. That is not necessarily the case. If you study charismatic people, master manipulators, so on and so forth, you'll see that many of them will be popular, but they're really good at stealing other people's ideas. They're really good at turning things around, stealing something, flipping it to their side, flipping it around, spinning it, and it's basically that they're regurgitating things that somebody else said, but adjusted to fit their agenda. And anyway, okay, these people. Now, what can all these people do? It is to me. Okay, sorry about that. I had a coughing fit. It is to me that you know, people that do go out and they try to legally, everything legally, and not without any abuse. No abuse. No, of any form. Abuse is not just physical. You know, it can be a combination. It could be just verbal, you know, not just as if it's such small, but it could be only verbal abuse, like people who call anybody the C word, you know, dirty four-letter C word, and that seems to be a trend for the past few years, like as if it makes them somehow special because they are that foul-mouthed and that verbally abusive. And when somebody does that to any gender, it's a term used for one gender, and it's such filth, you know. That's done to all of that gender. And I know some say, well, I don't see it that way. It doesn't bother me. You are the one that see that. That's the type that will turn it around. But no, I taught at college and university. It is verbal abuse. Okay, for ages it was the B word. Okay, that was the bad one. But so anyway, these days, I'd say probably the last 10 years, maybe, I don't know, it's been the C word. And it's and some people, some that others glorify. You shouldn't glorify other people, but they put them up on this pedestal, and they say things. They use that, and then they say, well, yeah, it's not right for me to have said that, but I was having a bad day. Is that an excuse for calling someone the C word or any foul word? And well, all adults do it. No, they don't. And so is it an excuse? No. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. Now, go back to all these. You know, the ones that are doing this are using those, and yet they're calling out the other ones that are as bad actors, really? Huh. And then they're making money off of it, so they're not. And then they're saying, well, we thought we would be able to get them off the platform and make changes, and, you know, really, you know, they're going to change the world. They're going to come in like a good, okay, not all that do this is this, but a good, what is the term? Communal narcissist. That's what. Okay, I'm not diagnosing the behaviors. And there's the way, you know, they come in as a superhero, and they come in and they change the day, and everybody glorifies them, you know, when it's somebody's looking to be put up on that pedestal, glorified. Bad. Anyway, so they're gonna, but overall, they're also benefiting from doing this by making more money. The other side's making more money. It's lather, rinse, repeat. And much of their behaviors, it's hard to make videos for very long, and I've been doing it for years, but it's kind of hard because it is lather, rinse, repeat, and lather, rinse, repeat, and on and on and on. It's the same kind of behaviors, like kind of practically scripted with just little different people. So there's those little You know, changes just because it's just different people. You know, it's still lather, rinse, repeat. And yeah. Okay, and like I had said earlier, then you have these people, there's some people that come in, they charge, and oh yeah, we're really gonna work on this. But it's gonna, then you know, time goes by and they say, but it's gonna take months. And if you want, and then say a little time goes by and says, if you want to support us, support this channel so we can keep doing the good work, here's our whatever app. You know, you can send them money, way you can send them money and bypass what's within the terms of service and such. You see, you can't call out other people if you're doing something just as bad. I wanted to say shady. I gotta stay away from that word or any form of it because I get them wrong. But anyway, I'm not a mantra person. Sorry, not sorry. It's not my thing. But so what else? How do you know which one's real? I cannot tell you. I honestly cannot tell you which one's real, because someone will put up there, well, I'm not making any money off it. Well, neither am I, even though it shows, some of my videos will show, the ads and such. Read what's been going on for how long now, that YouTube can put ads on people who are not in the partner program, who cannot make money off the ads, who will not make money off the ads. And read all that, and then check my channel out and you'll see, well, that's right, she couldn't be making any money off of it. Yeah. So, but you need people that would say that. Some of them get popular so fast because they are willing to be the gossips too, and point the finger directly at the person, say the person's name or channel name or whatever needed to know who they're talking about. Yeah, you know, anyway who's willing, they suddenly get popular and they made their whatever they have to do to threshold so they can start making this money and all, and hey, I could make a little bit of money, because you know it does take some time. Next thing you know, they're on the roll too. I'm going to make more of the sky time, the sun going down, so a lot of people starting to walk around. Anyway, so how can you tell? I don't think there is a way. You know, some people would say, you know, that these that talk that big talk, but they don't walk that big walk. Now that one was from my youth. Wait, okay, that time some kids come right up next to me, and they got, you know, right in front before I cut it off, right before they got right in front of it, because it would have shown them. So, so you're seeing more of this guy now, the sunset. But, okay, so say if they talk this big talk, and I was saying that is something from when I was younger, I don't remember how long ago, but they don't walk that big walk. And that so, you know, that so fits it. They say, oh, we're going to do something about it, you know, because this is ridiculous. This person is causing all kinds of problems. These people, this person, this group, this whatever. And another person, where do they go? But you see what I'm saying? And then they do nothing. They just grift themselves. They just get money. Well, to support our work on doing so, on making it happen, just send us some money, some of your hard-earned money. But some will, because for various reasons, including that they love the gossip, the drama of it all. Now. And what if somebody, what would it cost for somebody to actually do something, though? There's a question that would actually change, because from what many of them are saying, that the platforms themselves don't do anything. Is that true? Have you checked them out on other platforms? Like, you know, one platform has, in case of an emergency, or something like that, like something goes down, people can contact them through yet another social media platform, you know, like maybe YouTube. This is the only one I know of. There is one, and I don't remember the name of it even, but it's on Twitter, you know. I mean, if you go onto Twitter and you look for whatever it is, something you have to ask somebody else, could you find that people are actually, as they say they would, trying to combat this bad behavior. And some of them aren't looking to cancel the person, you know, make their whole channel go down and all that. Some are just saying, well, they need to be, the people who are doing the bad actors need to be told that they can no longer do this, or they'll lose their channel, you know. So to correct the behavior, to let them know that you're not going to be allowed to go against terms of services and community guidelines and all that. You're not allowed. You're not special. You know, you haven't beat the system. You aren't so high and mighty and so way up there. I remember a woman that had, you know, if you're a YouTuber, that you know about this stuff, that she had less than, I think she had around 1,000 subscribers, and she really was, thought of herself as way up there. YouTube had changed something, you know, something, and I mentioned it to her, you know, in her chat, her live chat. I don't usually do live streams at all, really, as far as chatting or anything. But I mentioned it to her because she was doing something that had changed. And she says, well, the short of it is that she said, well, they didn't contact me personally, so it doesn't apply to me until they do. And she said it in that kind of voice, you know, that I am holier, I am higher, I am much more up on the totem pole than everybody else. And she only had like 1,000, I said around 1,000 subscribers, which is the, you know, that's not that much. And hey, I know how that feels. The nerve, I mean, and that's what it sometimes feeds, their ego. You know, like I was saying earlier, people who have this ego, and for them to be let known that no, any of these, they don't have to send you directly and speak to you personally. How many billions do they have, or is it millions, or is it still billions? Is it billions? Anyway, they're going to speak to you personally. God, what ego. And so to get back to this, okay, so just what would be a way to get back to this one point? What would be a way to make these kinds of changes to where this kind of behavior really is not, is not, I mean, you don't allow it. It's not allowed in school when people are young, in college if they go to it, or whatever kind of school they go to, if any, or training on a job, or on a job, period. It's not allowed in their church. It's not allowed in, okay, shall I go on and on? It's not allowed. Okay, the behaviors, so I'm a sociologist, the behaviors are not allowed socially. No. Sometimes it's more than socially, it's the law. Depending on, you know, like, you can't be at a job and do this and that and the other. You know what I'm talking about. But, anyway, and some people do still think that they're above all that. And some get away with that because these kinds of things, these kinds of people who, well, I can make money off of their bad behavior and I don't have to be the one acting bad. I can just make money and be a grifter too. But a secret one behind the scenes. But I'm the one that's putting out there, or they're the ones that are putting out there, they're going to save the day. Superheroes saving the day. So, what could be done with this mess? And they grow, and it grows, and it grows. More and more people come in because they more and more know, and then they bounce off of one another because this one says, oh, go watch that one, and that one says, go watch this one. Okay, lots of kids coming out. Hey, I'm one. Right before it gets dark, go out. I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid now. Isn't that a commercial? Anyway. Anyway. You know, and then, like I was talking about, they get more and more people coming out, more and more people watching because they're bouncing off and they're getting each, you know, a little bit of each other's subscriber base by doing this and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And somewhere they're, come on, get real. Are any of them really out there fighting a fight? Any of them really wanting social justice? You know, there's such a big bad thing against social justice, really. Seriously. Man, come on, people. Grow up. But nope, if there's money involved and they can get some, put it in their pocket. And then they complain about the people who are, they call grifters. Or is it just all a game? Anyway, back to this question. How can this end? How can it stop? And the people who are watching can get so there's so many different terms to use. They kind of lose their faith in humanity. I'm going through that. I have gone through it before, to see such, and to be so suspicious, but then find out that it's true, too. Not only just to be so suspicious and go through that, then to hear others say that they see the same thing, like somebody telling them, if you want to complain about something, about a person because they're doing something really bad, who's making videos, that you need to give them money and they'll do it. No. I do not know of any social media platform that says you give another creator, another person, somebody who has whatever channel, account, or whatever it is, money to do what you can do yourself. And they won't tell people you can do it yourself. So what can you do? Well, you could do it yourself. But then you hear all these threats. Oh, they'll come after you and they'll do this and that and the other. And then it becomes illegal. But then you hear them say, but nobody will take it real life. It's all real life. But no, even if they do, they don't want to take it to court. They're not this. That's them telling them, instead of them saying that they know for sure people don't take it to court, it's them saying don't take it to court. Trying to, dissuade anyone from taking it to court. And somebody's been a good chunk who did whatever it was, in jail or in prison, or get fined really big. But you will hear each of them say that, some of them might even say, well, they should, this place should, that place should, the people where they were should. But they're not doing it. They're saying that person did something to them personally. Wow. Yet they're going to complain about other people not doing anything? Really? Okay, and some might even say that their way of, keeping people from taking it real, making it real, and putting a stop to it all around is just to help out, to help promote anybody who was harmed, put out their whatever app, where people can send them money, so that they'll get sent a lot of money, and they'll either have feel that, ooh, look, I'm getting all this money, maybe I could do this myself, or they just got a bunch of money, they were basically paid off, so they don't go to like court or something and make it real that this stuff has to stop. And there's that. But what about this one too? What if it's not? What if all of it's only up and up? How long will I need to pause here so I don't start laughing? Try monotone, because yeah, it's all legit, right? Anyway, I'm not sure. See, can't. But how about stop feeding them? Stop feeding the egos of these people, the bad actors. Stop pointing them out. Stop. I don't want to say throwing shade because I'm going to use it wrong. But that is, if it's throwing something bad at them, throwing something good at them. Hey, I live in Texas. Shade is often something, means it's a good thing. Yeah, I know. Think about that. But whatever, it's getting them more subscribers. More people who want to play into the drama. They want to see it. More money, therefore, for the person who's doing bad. And for you, too, right? Some might be legit. Some might be really heartfelt that they want to take them down. Okay, they're not concerned about the money. People who are actually involved in this. I'm not actually involved in this, and yeah, but the ones who are actually involved. And then why can't they be supported? The ones who want to really do it as in tomorrow I'm going, give something to whatever, however that's appropriate, that's right, that is not beating the system when you're on using that system for free, but do it the right way. All of it the right way. And they go down there tomorrow and make their claim. No time, you don't need to wait however many months, a year, or whatever. Right then and there. Well, they could do that. But how about just stop just ignore them. Just totally, everybody, nobody wants to make money off this filth. Have that mentality. We're going to totally ignore them. We're not going to help them in any way, as we have learned. Helping them is for us to talk about these people that are bad actors, and people run to them. How many times and time again have we seen this? Okay. And of course, if there's one person and all these people from all these different channels are doing the same thing, that one person is drawing in even more of what they shouldn't. More money, more viewers, subscribers, whatever it is, whatever they're on. Come on, use the brain. Think. But is it because they want it to be? You see? They'll get more subscribers themselves. They'll make more money themselves. But really, I would love to know, is there one? Is there even one who is legit? They really want to do good for people, themselves and or others, to stop this kind of thing. Okay, there's another child. There's been several of them, but anyway, you know, they want to do something about this legally, totally on, you know, the up and up, or however, whatever expression. Like I said, I'm not really good at expressions, but yeah. I mean, there's a lot of kids coming out. I can remember when I was young. Let me put this up to it for something just in case. But when I was young, you know, right before it got dark, you know, and like me, my family, you know, the kids in my family, the neighbors, the neighborhood family members, kids would all come out and we'd play ball, we'd do whatever till the sun went down. Ride our bicycles, that kind of thing. And yeah, that was the thing to do. And these kids seem like they've seen the way. And it's also a way that they're going out there and they're making friends with one another. You know, maybe they go to school with one another. I don't know. But you know how you had your neighborhood. I remember that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't. But you had your neighborhood of friends, and then you had your school friends. Sometimes you were lucky and had both. Or both. But anyway, let me wrap this up. But what would happen? What would happen if all these channels, including these what they call clip channels, commentary channels, whatever that's not within that genre, and even that person within that genre, like, okay, hopefully not again. That one's taller. You can see more. But all these, you know, whatever it is, the genre. Like I said, that one usually isn't even that genre. They might be including, well, drama, you know. And they're not from the drama community. They're on a particular topic, whatever that particular topic is. And all the commentary, like I said, commentary channels, the clip channels, the whatever else. And people come in and, you know, what if they just ignored them? Ignore the bad actors. Ignore that one. Don't do them. What would happen? You could, you know, right now I'm going through a thing of trying to find out what I'm allergic to. And I've done this before. Doctor's orders, this kind of thing. So I know how I have to do it. And that's kind of like what you would do there is it's got to be tested. I'm not going to say because nobody, that's what my doctor says for me, not for you. And I'm not giving any advice myself. Never do. But, what is it? Tall people. But, that of, you know, saying, wait, get back to this. They're a little distracting. I don't know why. But, you know, that is just ignoring them. Just stop and see and test and see. Weeks go by. Is that person losing subscribers? Is that person gaining subscribers? You know, now that they've built themselves up so high. But for all to do it. Nobody throw them any, I'm not going to say shade again. Like I said, I'm texting, shade's a good thing. Quite often. But you get it. Just don't, from what I understand, throwing someone shade is a bad thing. You're talking bad about them. Now, I always thought it was like throwing something good about them. Or maybe I thought both ways. Yeah. But, what would happen? would this problem be resolved? Then you might find out who wants it to be resolved, or who wants to continue making money. Because what's really tiring is when you see so many people, as soon as somebody does something, one of the bad actors does something, boom, 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 boom. Everybody's coming out with their own video on it, trying to make that money, in my view. And it might not be that at all. I might be wrong with this whole thing. I can admit to that. Some of these can't. But yeah, what's going on here? What if they won't stop? What if they won't? What if, could they possibly, seriously, could they possibly have their own content? Like the commentary, stop commenting. Stop doing that. How about saying, you know, getting yourself some education so you can, not just some, but what's needed to become a voice of authority on a particular topic, and speak as that voice of authority. Not as just some kind of mean girl, mean boy, I'm trying to make some money. But isn't that what many of them say about the bad actors? The bad actors are saying that they are something they're not? But I do wonder what would happen. Yeah, would that be a way of running them off? I don't know. That remains to be seen. I don't know. Curious though. But I'm not suggesting it to anybody. I'm not telling them what to do. I'm not telling anybody. Don't give advice. I don't tell people what to do. None of that. Read the disclaimers. There's no glitch. They should be there in the description box below this video on YouTube. Just my opinions, and I could be wrong. Wrapping up. You want to see how the sun's going down? There you go. Talk to you on another video. Bye.